Hey collectors, here is a look at Man-E Faces from the Cartoon Collection line by Mattel. And I would like to thank Way of Scorpion for this. Link in the description below. Check them out. At the back of the card, you can see the artwork for the episode The Mystery of Man-E Faces and the other figures for this line, plus the instruction on how to use the feature for this figure from Mattel under the Cartoon Collection line. Out of the card, the figure comes with a mini comic book titled The Slime Lord, and this is how he is packed. Many faces on the clamshell, and again this figure is held on to the plastic tray by some plastic straps, and I suggest cutting them at the back to avoid damaging the figure. Here is the back side of the plastic tray, and this is where you would cut off those straps that secures the figure to the tray. And just to remind everyone that this is the safer way to free your figure from the clamshell and avoid again damaging it. And here is Man-E Faces out of the plastic tray. Again, the figure stands around 6 inches tall and has basic articulation like all other figures for the Cartoon Collection line. Here is the back side of the figure, and it is little plain like what you can see in the cartoon series. And with this tab, you can remove the headgear and the chest part for the armor for this figure. The circular slit on top of the helmet is the dial that you will use to turn the faces. This is his robotic face, and it echoes what you can see in the cartoon series. And this is his beast face. And like what you can see in the series, it is color green, and it is very similar on how Filmation drew it in the cartoons. Last is his human face, and somehow Mattel was not able to replicate the color scheme used by Filmation in the cartoon series for this version of Man-E Face's face. This is what the cartoon looks like versus what Mattel did. Once you find the center of balance for this figure, you can put him in some simple action poses. But be warned that the headgear is very heavy and it will always throw off those action poses that you will do without any support. So I suggest using any action figure stand or base that you have when you are putting him in some dynamic poses. I have three complaints for this figure. First off is that it doesn't come with any accessories, although in the cartoon series, he picks up a lot of stuff, and in the other older toy lines, he comes with a blaster. The second one is that the face isn't scaled for his height. This headgear and his face is for the Masterverse line or the other lines like classics. But for the cartoon collection line, the face is much bigger than the whole body, which throws it off scale. And the last one is that be careful when you are bending his forearms. The painted joints can easily be scratched. So you will have problem repainting those while matching it with his skin color. Be careful when handling this figure because of the blue finish, candy tone or metallic, whatever you might call it, because your finger sweats. would surely erase the shininess that Mattel did for the paint job for this figure. And for size comparison, here he is with Buzz Lightyear from Toy Story by Bandai model kit and Steve Rogers Captain America Worthy Cap from Marvel Legends by Hasbro. With Bruce Wayne, The Dark Knight from the Dark Knight trilogy film by Modoking Model Kit and Megatron from the mini series line of the MAK Model Kit. With Skeletor and He-Man from Masters of the Universe Filmation line by Super 7. And finally with Faker and Hordak from Masters of the Universe Cartoon Collection line by Mattel. And with that, thank you all for watching and see you all again next video.